Clair de Lune from scratch. Okay, let's go ahead and skip a little bit of the preview, of the review actually, and I'm going to do something to make it a little bit easier for us to continue. I'm going to clip off the end of this measure. Okay, it's a tiny bit of a review from last time. I'm going to paste that measure over here, okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect the next measure like so. Okay, so instead of having to have our eye jump up and down between lines, I thought it might be a little bit easier for us to do this. And I'll go ahead and paste that side by side here. Okay, so let me move that over so a little closer together like this, and do the same thing over here. Okay? All right, so let's review a little bit from here. Okay? Remember, this key signature I know is over here, but just remember that this has been tied, this has been tied. I'm getting rid of my tied notes. Now, the reason I'm doing this, I wanted to show how this line over here and how this line over here actually connects the next line to these two notes over here. So that D is gone. That B flat, this is actually D flat, I should say. So these are also tied. Okay, so I've just X'd out all the extra notes that have been connected by those tied lines. So you can see that. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and play over here. We're using a 2/4. Okay, and we're starting over here with new position over here in the right hand. I'll just play that for you. Okay, F and A flat, right hand, B flat and D flat. Okay, so let's review that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move on from A flat, which is on this space. Let me just get my pen oriented over here. Oops, I'm sorry. And that A flat is over here on that space. Okay, here we are, G, remember? G flat and E flat on the bottom over here if you follow along, eyeballing the lines over there. Okay, so those two, I'm going to go ahead and play with my 3rd and 5th fingers. Okay, so from here, 2 and 4, move to a 3 and a 5 like that. Okay, now let's go back to here and we'll find our fingerings for. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset my hand over here for the next 3 notes. Okay, I'm jumping ahead a bit, but we ended up on a D flat over here. Okay, that's been tied. See the D over here. Next note down is a C. I'm going to just move my hand position again, 3 and 1. That's a C on top, and then skip B, A, C. Remember, we have 2 safe notes. C. I'm sorry. I'm leaving little trails over here. C and F are our 2 safe notes. C is one of them. A is not one of them, so that's going to be A flat, okay? So here we have G flat and E flat, C and A flat. Sorry for the pen in the way. Okay, let's take a look at the right hand really quickly. Okay, notice how this goes up from space to line. So that's a D and a B, and again, not part of our safe group. So we're going to go. These are going to be D flat, B flat, and then back to the same notes again. See how that works? So once again, C, D flat, and then back down to C again, the same notes over here. See that? Okay. So let's play just that measure. See how that works? Okay, one more time. Okay. So let's go back and review from here. Okay. F and A flat over here. Right hand, B flat and D flat. Okay, see if you can follow along, look at the music and follow. And you know, music notation is actually a wonderful invention. If you learn to read it, you'll eventually, it'll make sense and you'll be able to eyeball along where the notes are actually moving and just how far, okay? So here we go. Moving my hand over. Okay, let's do that one more time. And if you notice again, the pedal over here, notice how I'm using my pedal with my right foot. You can follow along with how I'm doing that way. One more time. Okay. So I have a hand position here in the right hand, and then I move my hand over again. Not a big deal. The pedal helps me connect those 2 little phraselets. Okay? Very good. All right. I'll see you at the next lesson.